Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Ridge glares at Thomas, who's still raving at him to tell him Brooke is lying about their marriage. As effects escalate, Ridge hollers that he walked in to find Thomas's hands on his woman. That's no way going to be again. He confirms they're wedded and orders his son to accept it. He tries to tell Thomas that the reverse and forth between the women is over and done, but Thomas doesn't believe it. Presently than we do. Getting real, Ridge reminds Thomas that he's a overgrown man and this shouldn't concern him. He's had some bummers, but they'll get him back on track. He's sorry he's derangement, but he's responsible, not Brooke. Sighing, Thomas says at some point it got ingrained in him to condemn Brooke. Ridge tells his son she makes him really happy. That has to count for commodity. Brooke walks over to Thomas and takes his hand. He takes her other hand in his and hell freezes over as they embrace. Thomas follows up by expressing his love to his pater. And they clinch too. At the Forrester guest house, Taylor's packing her wallet when Eric comes by. She's sure he knows what's going on. She snarks that his crusade on behalf of Brooke worked. Eric's quick to modernize her that Ridge has formerly married the Golden. He tries to apologize for defending Brooke, but Taylor isn't buying it and launches into the old song and dance about the Logan women playing the Forrester men. Eric declares that Brooke is who Ridge belongs with, and Taylor walks out. At Bill's place, Katie erupts over Luna taking advantage of Will after his party. Bill characterizes it as her getting him to sleep with her, but sets Will straight when he starts to condemn himself. Katie declares that Luna will pay and smothers. Where is she? In Remy's apartment, he questions if Luna and Will are meant to be together. She's determined to make it be. Remy's door opens and a youthful man named Deke walks in. He's surprised to see the dead woman. Remy introduces him to Luna. It's revealed that Deke and Remy are a couple and live together. Luna points out he was obsessed with Electra. Remy shrugs that the closet is a complicated place. He was hiding who he really was. At that veritably moment, Lee arrives at home to find Luna missing. A knock comes at the door. It's Will and his fuming parents. Katie declares that they know what she's done. Will asks, "Where's Luna?" Bill unironically gives Lee hell for giving Luna another chance. Katie hollers that her granddaughter took advantage of their son. Over at Remy's place, Deke's beside himself that Remy has a killer in the apartment. Luna takes the occasion to duck into the restroom and leer her gestation test. Deke tells Remy to get relief of her, so he bangs on the restroom door. Luna emerges and asks for 5 twinkles, but Remy simply wishes her luck. She says she wouldn't need it and departs. At Lee's place, Will fills her in on how Luna took advantage of him. Lee recalls the night Luna went out and groans, "Oh no." Bill hollers, "This is your fault." Lee counters that he got her pardoned. Bill argues the blame ball is in her court now. Lee cringes Luna's played her. Katie, outraged, yells that her son is the victim. Just also, Luna walks in. She smirks as Bill drags her in by the arm. "What's this? Meet the parents or commodity?" Katie and Bill lay into her about taking advantage of their son. Luna, authentic, insists it was special. Lee hisses that she's just like her mama and throws her up against the door by her throat. "You're evil." Remy likely refuses to hide Luna. It seems that Will extremity could bring Bill and Katie indeed closer together. Thomas continued to hang Brooke. When the Golden apologizes, Thomas wouldn't hear any of it. Also, Ridge comes into the dressing room. That will lead to Thomas spewing his rage toward Ridge. Of course, Ridge wouldn't know what to say except that Thomas and Steffi just need to accept it. Taylor will get into a heated battle with Eric. Now, the primogenitor no way held his passions about Ridge's choice. Eric always said that Brooke was the bone for him. Eric didn't indeed say a word when Taylor blazoned her engagement, so I'm not sure why she's so surprised now. In any case, Taylor will be thwarted that Eric thinks Bridge is better than Tridge. Luna has burst into Remy's apartment soliciting for his help. It doesn't sound like he'll agree. Luna gets possessed by Will, Bill, Katie, and Lee. When Katie fills Lee in on Luna's new crimes, the good croaker will try to kill her granddaughter/bastard herself. We'll also see the debut of Remy's love interest. The man is played by Harrison Cohn and is an pushing fashion developer. The Riddle character also shares a kiss with Remy. Still, also anticipate Cohn's character to have being ties in Los Angeles. Luna's fate. Will Lee kill the manipulator with her bare hands? Will she go to captivity? Will Luna claim to be pregnant with Will's baby? Elektra will find out the verity, and that could beget some trust issues. Liam will continue trying to reunite with Hope. Carter is just as determined to seal the deal. Hope is going to have to stop stalling and make a decision. Sheila could act shocked when news of Luna being alive shells. Cleric might connect the blotches anyway. That could mean the end of their marriage, so stay tuned. Remy putatively does hide Luna. That leads to a group battle with the youthful killer. Meanwhile, Thomas demands answers from Ridge. Remy was stunned when Luna ran into his apartment. The youthful man allowed. She was dead and really started to question his reason. Luna prayed him for help. While Luna thinks she can just smile and get her own way, it doesn't work out like that. Lee walks into the door to find people in her apartment. She'll be frightened when Katie announces that Luna took advantage of Will. Luna reacts like she's surprised. The good croaker will be confused, but that's when someone, likely Will, explains that Luna assaulted him the night of the creation party. Lee will realize her trust and stopgap in Luna was lost. Of course, Lee will completely snap on her granddaughter. In fact, an exercise clip shows Lee choking Luna, but that might not be until Thomas will continue demanding answers. By the time that the coming occasion rolls around, Thomas will no longer be alone with Brooke in the dressing room at Forrester Creations. Ridge enters and ends up getting blasted by his own son. Thomas screams for Ridge to tell him that Brooke is lying. Still, Ridge can't do that. It seems that Thomas's fury is about to explode. Will the youthful man ruin all the progress he's made and come indeed deadlier than ahead? What will Ridge do when he has to choose between Brooke and his children? Could Thomas completely lose it and try to exclude Brooke for good? It seems he's about to head down a veritably dark path, so stay tuned. Ridge is moving forward with his plans to be with Brooke and is canceling his marriage with Taylor. Obviously Taylor is going to be worried, but not as worried as her deranged son Thomas. Did breaking up Tridge put Brooke in peril? Keep reading to find out what's coming up next on the CBS Cleaner, Bold, and the Beautiful spoilers down below. Thomas has always been an unpredictable character. Indeed, when he's on his stylish jest, there's still been a darkness to Thomas. Some of his psychotic jest, down with the brain excrescence many times agone. But everyone in Los Angeles knows that Taylor and Ridge's extravagant son is a little off. Since Thomas returned to B&B, he has made it his charge to make sure that his parents made it to the balcony and say their I do's. But, that's not going to be, and he's going to lose his marbles when Ridge breaks his mama's heart. He indeed took Brooke away last week and advised her to stay out of the way of his parents' relationship. Thomas really has nothing to lose, and he revealed that his own relationship with Paris has fallen piecemeal. It's not like Hope is going to console him, she has her own relationship to deal with. Once Ridge Forrester breaks Taylor Hayes' heart, Thomas is going to make a beeline for his stepmama Brooke Logan, and the two could have an explosive argument. Will Thomas try to harm Brooke, or indeed abduct her and get her out of his mama's way for good?